Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Assembly Line. Today is the Ryan and Ben show. Kyle's unable to make it. And the MLB might have the best All-Star game out of the four major sports.
For sure.
According to the views this year, that would be the case. I think they had like 7 point something million. NBA and NFL had like 4, and then obviously the NHL didn't have like a traditional All-Star game, so obviously that would outweigh. I'm sure the four nations outweighed probably all of those combined, but yeah, the All-Star game. Let's see, we had Skubal gave up 2 runs in his first inning. I didn't watch any of it. I don't know if did he go 2 innings or just 1?
He just went 1.
1. He gave up 2 runs. He did have the first successful challenge.
ABS.
Yep. We can get into that. Let's see. I know Riley Green.
Sorry, I was just gonna talk about Scoob real quick.
Oh, yeah. What about him?
About his outing. He really didn't do too bad. First of all,
Despite the 2 runs.
The 2 hits that he allowed before. One of them was Shohei Ohtani. He kind of threw. I think he threw him a changeup, and Shohei just threw his bat out there and just barely got it over. It was either Gleyber Torres or whoever the shortstop was, over his head into the outfield. Just barely just Texas leagued it right over him. And then the other one was a soft ground ball, almost sounded like a broken bat, to Gleyber Torres, who was playing in double play depth. And by the time he got to the ball, he was already at first base. And then, who was it? Was it Jazz Chisholm that got the RBI?
No, he's on the AL.
Oh, duh. It was someone that was fast. That was Pete Crow, I think.
No, he batted 9th.
Who was it then?
Let's see.
It was good. Whoever their 4-hitter would have been, I think. Because he had 1.
I don't know. Anyways.
Just smoked it down the line. The first base line. So yeah, that was the only hard hit ball that he gave up. And it just so happened that there were runners on first and second at the time. Oh, it was Ketel Marte. That's who it was.
Okay. Yeah, but
Or
he had, 2 strikes? 2 strikeouts? Or just 3?
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's the All-Star game. I'm sure he wasn't. He was on 3 days rest. I'm sure he wasn't throwing his hardest. It's more of the spectacle than it is anything.
Right. 3 days rest, and you have, Carl Ravitch in your ear talking, and then you also had Cal Raleigh mic'd up, so they were kind of talking back and forth. So it was kind of cool to see from a perspective, or from the viewer's lens. But if I was in his situation, I would be giving one-word answers and not really doing much of any talking. But
yeah,
that's just me.
And offensively,
offensively it was.
Yeah, offensively the Tigers didn't do well either. I know Javi was 0 for 2.
Struck out.
I don't know if he struck out. I think
Flores.
Riley Green and Gleyber both struck out in the first.
Yeah.
But yeah, not the best showing from our Detroit Tigers at the All-Star game, but who really gives a shit
it's
about...
It's just a pickup game at this point.
Now go get rest
getting
and
together
everything.
With the boys.
Now, what was cool about the All-Star game was that it was tied in the 9th, and then to do, instead of an extra innings game like so many years ago where they ended it in a tie, back when it actually mattered too, where the team got home field advantage, but they ended it with the home run derby. Schwarber was 3 for 3, and he won the MVP because of it.
Yep.
That's a whole nother
thing.
First
non-pitcher.
Yeah.
To not get a hit in the game and win MVP.
Yep. A lot of people were mad that Aaron Judge and Shohei weren't in it. I heard that I think both of them were already on planes going elsewhere. Like they weren't even
Yeah,
in the vicinity at that time, which I thought was, I guess it makes sense because, they only have so many days off. But at the same time, it's the also like why, I don't know. It's like
right.
if
You're
you're
already
gonna be if you're
there.
gonna be leaving after 3 innings because you're all done, what's the point of even having this game?
Right.
You know. But I
I
don't know.
mean,
But
realistically, what's the point of even having the game anyways? It doesn't mean anything.
true.
I mean, it could just be like, in college you have the all Big Ten first team. You don't play a game, but
Yeah.
you get the award anyways. Um,
The one
I
thing
feel
about
like I was gonna say back when it used to mean something, like there was a reason to play the game. Now
mhm.
there's no reason. Like you don't get home field advantage. There's no reason.
The one thing I think that's different about this sport, I guess basketball, it's a little like that, is that you don't really have to try, but you can also try. Like you don't really have to, go full blown, but
Yeah,
at the same time, when you're up there, like you're probably still having the same approach as you had all year because you can't really like take a day or a pitch off
right.
or like get lackadaisical. Same thing for a pitcher, like they can't, just meatball it in there. But whereas like hockey and what used to be the NFL Pro Bowl, you couldn't really like people would just like not really play as much because they probably didn't want to get hurt. So
Right.
that's part of the reason why some things has changed, like the NFL and stuff. But I think the big takeaway from the MLB All Star Game is that everybody was like tuned in for the home run derby at the end,
Yeah,
and everybody's on their feet. And it wasn't, a time thing. It was just like you see ball, you like ball, you hit ball, and you hope it goes over,
right.
which is the exact opposite of what the home run derby has became. It's just timed. It's just guys
Yeah,
swinging up there, and everybody online is. I always talk about how online is like, everybody always likes to get their bad takes
always
off and
negative.
complain and everything. And this one I agree with. It's like I don't know if it's just because we're older or what, but the home run. I don't even watch the home run derby anymore because it's not. You don't get to see the ball land. You don't like. It's not like the whole point of a home run derby is like everybody. You just see balls get launched over the fence all day.
Yeah,
All the pitches and everything. And now you just like you don't even get to see them land. It's just like an endurance competition.
yeah.
And I don't
Do
know.
you
I just
know
wish it was back to. I get why they did it because it took a long time, but have like a pitch limit, kind of
that's
like
why?
I think that's why.
It's
But then
40.
didn't they
40 pitches
do?
or 4 minutes,
Yeah, but
whatever's
like have
first.
like maybe not a pitch limit, but have a you can only take a pitch 20 times. Like that way, because that was a big problem. Is people would take, swing,
Yeah,
hit a home run. They take, swing, hit a home run. It's like
yeah,
you're 20 pitches deep, 3 home runs, no outs. Like I get that, but like put a limit on the takes or something like that because it'd be cool to be able to like watch the ball fly and see how far these guys can
right,
actually hit it. Like a 500-foot home run would be sweet to see live, but if you know the ball's not even landing and they already have a split screen of a guy throwing another pitch, you're probably going to watch the ball being thrown, not trying to land.
right.
But what were you going to say? Do you remember?
I was gonna ask you why they did do the change
That's
from
my.
the 10 outs to timed.
I don't know if
Just took too
it's.
long.
Yeah, I don't know if it's specifically as said, but I feel like that was the reason, which does make sense because
Yeah.
wasn't there? Didn't like Josh Hamilton hit like 50 home runs or something?
I don't know the number, but I know he hit
Yeah.
just a boatload.
So if you keep just taking balls, next thing you know,
And
you hit 50 home runs, and you're talking like he's up there
yeah,
for like an hour.
yeah. I don't think he ended up winning that home run derby either, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure.
And people were like, something's got to change. He hit the most home runs, but yet he didn't win
That's another way they
because
can.
I think it was one round.
That's another thing they could do is if it's a home run derby, just have it one round, unlimited takes, unlimited pitches, everything,
Yeah.
and bang.
Yep. Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, a lot of it comes down these days to TV money. So,
Yeah.
But then why don't well, I don't know. Who knows? But that seems like that was kind of the big takeaway of the All Star weekend.
Yeah, I think the game was fairly well received. I mean, 6-6, not too. It's not like it was pitching heavy or
Yeah,
um, point heavy. I guess in this run heavy, like the NBA games, where it's like, yeah, you always bet the over and it's gonna hit in the third quarter. But yeah, no, I didn't really watch much past the first inning really. 'Cause I wanted to see Scooble and I wanted to watch the Detroit leadoff guys. I think
did
I miss Javi
did McKinstry even
his
get in?
first at bats. Oh, I'm not sure. Let
I
me
saw like all
let
the
me do some digging.
someone did the stats of like the players, and I don't think he was on there in terms of an at bat.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. But maybe it's just us getting older. Or, we grew up with Griffey and Sosa and these A Rod and like these big name guys competing in it as well. Whereas like Cal Raleigh, I guess it's like MVP caliber, but and he has a lot of home runs this year. But we need
Yeah.
the Judges and the Freddie Freemans and the Shohei, Juan Soto,
Right.
Fernando Tatis, which I think
Yeah.
some of those guys have done it. I think Tatis might have done it one year.
Potentially. But yeah, McKinstry got in the eighth, pinch hit,
Okay,
in the DH spot when he lined out.
so
Doesn't
none of
say
them got a
who,
hit. I don't
but
think.
yeah, none of them got a hit and gave up 3 earned runs.
Mize got in and gave up a run.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So in the one, two, three, four, five, fifth or sixth inning, the reliever, I don't know, it's Bubich from the Royals came in for a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs with a walk, and then Mize came in for the next 2 outs, gave up a hit and a run.
Hmm.
So that's where they got they scored 2 innings. Wait, yeah, they scored in 2 innings. Both of them were in innings where Tigers pitched.
Sounds like that's the
So
Tigers, the new Tigers.
yeah,
Season continues to be
um,
over.
yep. The MLB dropped their power rankings for the league today.
For the first half.
Where do you think that? Yep. I mean,
I know, but people
I
always call it the
guess.
first half, but it's really not a half.
Did you
The
see it?
Tigers are third.
They're first.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It goes Tigers, Cubs, Dodgers. But if they don't get out of this little slump that they're in, if they don't come out of this break firing on all cylinders, I could see that dropping to fifth, sixth, seventh.
Well, yeah. But
So
I mean, it's hard to call. They got swept by one team and they lost to.
one of the
They've
better
technically
hitting
lost
teams in the
four in a row, but they won the two before that in the series um on the one. So if they come out and get swept again, then they're probably definitely in a slump. They gotta hopefully win two, but we'll see how that goes. Because
yeah.
tomorrow, right?
They play.
Monday was a home run derby. Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
today. Yeah, play the
Yeah.
Rangers
They
tomorrow.
play
The
on
18th
Friday.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Today, as you're listening.
Today, as you're listening. Yep.
Yep.
It's supposed to be Reese Olson, 8:05 pitch time, um, in Arlington.
Yep. I
So
knew we were away. And then I did like also MLB went back to the home away uniforms like they used
I did
to.
like that as well.
So much
I did like that
cooler.
as well.
Um,
I agree.
I basketball should do that too. Football and
Yeah,
hockey might be a little harder, but because they have like pants and stuff go with
different.
it. But
Yeah.
I think they should do that. Um, I don't know. I think it's
Yeah,
just
I mean, it
cooler.
keeps
That
for
also that way
sure.
when you're watching, you kind of know who everybody is. If you're kind of like a casual in
Right.
that
Like, oh,
sport
well,
and
what
stuff.
team does he play for instead of a little patch on the sleeve
Yep.
or something?
Yep.
Yeah,
For
a lot of
sure.
people like the hats as well
Yeah.
with the stars. I think up here somewhere or on the brim, something like that. I don't know. It was interesting to say the least. Um, did you watch any of the ESPYs
No.
yesterday?
Nope. I didn't watch any of it. I just saw Shane Gillis's monologue this morning. That was really about it.
Yeah, that's the extent that I saw as well. Um, what are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts on it?
The only award I know that was won was um, the Eagles won the best team,
Oh, okay.
and then, but I just saw a clip where Jordan Mailata was accepting an award, and it sounded like it was for Saquon's jump spin thing he had. I'm
Okay.
assuming he must have won best play.
Okay.
Those are the only two awards that I know that they won. But I, as far as the monologue, I thought it was funny. Um, he
I thought so too.
poked fun at a lot of people. Um, there are
A,
some. I thought some good
a
jokes.
range of people too,
Yep.
not just
Yeah, I thought it was. I don't know. I laughed, and there are some jokes I didn't laugh at. It's just like a typical.
it's like a normal comedy show.
Yep. Some jokes hit,
Yep.
some jokes don't. I thought there was a couple jokes that I thought were really funny that the crowd didn't really like, and that was kind of funny. But I
Yeah.
feel like that can kind of happen at award shows, especially if you're going after, um,
Oh, for sure. Popular people or
yeah,
like
athletes
something that people
or
don't joke about,
yeah, typically
don't
joke about.
normally
Yeah,
joke about,
yeah. But yeah, I thought it
at
was
least
good.
at least in public
Hmm.
or to the world.
I think that's like the
But
big disconnect with like the world right now is you go online and like everybody thought it was hilarious. But then if you were to judge it based just on the crowd, you would have thought it was like eh. Like
yeah,
yeah, some people thought it funny, some people didn't. It was kind of like middle of the road. But everybody
yeah,
online seemed to love it, and I don't know.
right.
I'm in that crowd.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the crowd and there's I don't know, maybe some people were scared to laugh at some of the jokes because some of them were,
They could have
off
because the
color,
cameras
but
are on them too. Like I'm watching it in
right,
the privacy of my own home. If I laugh,
yeah,
no one knows. Whereas if
yeah,
they laugh, they might be getting on camera, and it could be
right. And then
a
a
bad
PR
look or
nightmare,
yeah, which is a whole. I don't know if you think it's
different
funny.
can of worms.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it was good.
yeah.
Next year, maybe one of the Detroit teams will win best team.
Hopefully, do you think best team has to be a team that won their championship?
Yeah, like who? How else?
Best regular season? Like
Yeah, I mean,
you just didn't, you lost one.
I
Like in
think
football, you lost one game.
I think it's typically like the best champion, but they just say
Yeah,
best team.
because like statistic, I don't even know if statistic wise, but like the Lions were one of the better teams
They were tied for
in the
first, and
NFL last year,
yeah,
but they lost one game because it just wasn't their day, and then now they're not even in the conversation for the best team.
yeah, no,
I don't
it's
know.
best team as in best champion. That's how it's always been. I mean, you
Yeah,
in American sports, That's how you judge a team is how many champions,
Oh, did they
if they
win?
win a championship.
Yeah,
Now, if we're talking English Premier League, it doesn't really have a playoff. They just go whoever has the most points at the end of the year wins the championship.
yeah.
That's a little different, but in America we do
I almost
the
like
playoffs.
the almost like NCAA football back in the BCS days,
Yeah. Well,
right?
they still had a no. BCS still had
Or
a
no, before
yeah. The one
BCS.
that was just voted on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just okay. You got this many points.
Yep.
Congratulations, you tied for the championship.
Yep.
You want to share. Like, well, okay. Um,
Um, Speaking of college football, did you see that Barstool is now going to be hosting a show on Fox Sport One, along with Dave Portnoy is going to be on Big Noon Kickoff.
I did see that. I've got some mixed feelings on that. I mean, I enjoy some of their content, so like I'd be very interested to see their whatever show they put out on FS1. I think it's like what,
It's
9 to 10, 8 to 9
8 to
slot,
10
8 to 10. I mean,
Eastern.
I'd be I'd be interested to see that. Now I don't know how much Dave Portnoy's gonna, how much value he's gonna bring to Sunday or the Big Noon Kickoff. I don't know if he's got the robust knowledge of college football to, I mean, make it interesting.
He doesn't.
I don't think he does,
I don't
but I
think so
mean,
either.
I guess we'll see. But
He
we'll see what his role is.
his
I don't
he
I don't know.
he's he's just going to talk about. I mean, if you watched his press
I
conference
didn't.
or whatever he calls it, his whole thing was about the Big Ten, which Big Noon Kickoff is centrally. They talk mostly about or follow the Big Ten mostly, which I kind of
Yeah,
get. But it was just like about how Big Ten runs the um, college football, and then it transitioned to how Michigan's the the bee's knees and all this stuff. Whereas that's what I think he's gonna bring, but it's gonna be just stupid things. I feel like people are gonna get fed up with him because like his shticks
oh
of
for sure.
um, like Michigan, Michigan, Michigan. Whereas like I don't think he
Yeah,
knows even about Michigan football. I feel like he still doesn't know that he knows if they win or lose, and that's about it. Like he's not
yeah,
like a diehard fan. I mean, I think this goes back to um, even like the Patriots and stuff. He knows Tom Brady and stuff. He just knows if they win or lose. He's a fan of them if they win or
yep,
lose. He doesn't really get in the mud of like, of the things that like most huge sports fans do. And
right.
then obviously, big gambler. But like
Yeah,
Big Cat, he knows um, more. But like in terms of pure college football knowledge and everything, the better person would have been probably Brandon Walker because he doesn't,
yep,
he has his shticks, but he knows what he's talking about, and like
yeah,
like I don't know, it's just he has a lot more knowledge of the whole landscape, and like he does the rankings of best quarterbacks, best coaches, like Dave and Big
yeah,
Cat, they don't do that.
yeah. And I don't think I feel like Brandon is the most level-headed when it comes to that type of stuff. Like he doesn't really play favorites too much. Obviously, if he's a big Mississippi State guy, but like so like if it's between Mississippi State and another team, he might give the nod, but he's like sometimes he's just very, nope. I mean, they're close, but I give the nod to this other team, not my team.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think it'll be interesting because like a lot of people have mixed feelings about Pat McAfee and how he's eh. Like if you I saw something the other day like I can't believe anybody over the age of 17 finds this guy funny or entertaining. And I think Portnoy is going to be worse than McAfee because McAfee knows a lot about all these sports and he's played professional sports. I don't think Portnoy has that knowledge. I don't know how much he can bring aside from having the background of Barstool and um like all the stoolies coming to watch it. That's about it.
Sorry, yeah. No, I agree. Brandon does have his shticks, but I think it's kind of played up a little bit at Barstool. Like he was a big like
I
Michigan
agree.
hater, and I think part of it was he just didn't think that the team was as good as they were. But then also you add Dave on top of it, and he's had his beef with Dave, whether it's real or fake or whatever. But he kind of played into that of like Michigan's not good, Michigan's not good, and it ended up biting him in the ass. Um, but overall, I feel like he does try his like. People always come at him for his quarterback rankings. It's like you had this guy over this guy. It's like he's not. It doesn't mean that like a team can't beat another team or a guy can't outplay him. It's like going into the season. If I wanted a quarterback, I would take this guy over that guy. It doesn't mean it's like a
Right.
slight, because a big one was like South Carolina's going at him right now. But like, oh, they beat Tennessee or whoever last year, and it's like, well, we have like a bunch of people returning. Okay, that like just because you beat one team one time does not mean you're automatically better than them. Every year,
Right.
all the time. The better
Right.
teams sometimes lose games, and it can cost them the season, and that stinks. And yet something you have to live with if you're the fan of the better team. But that's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, Michigan State and Purdue in 2021.
Yeah.
Like we are probably better than them. They just beat us that day, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yep.
Michigan State, Ohio
Um.
State, 2015, the 17-14 game. Like we're we had our backup and third string quarterback playing. You think that Ohio State's probably the better team, but it doesn't matter. We won.
Yep. Any given day.
Yep. And if you nowadays you can
Michigan last
afford.
year against Ohio State too.
Yep. Yeah, but that's
That was
kind
from
of a
the
good point. Is like
rafters.
they Michigan was 6-5 at the time, and like Ohio State is the better team, um, hands down
Won
on
the national
paper.
championship.
On paper, on the field, everything. But Michigan knew how to game
20
plan.
point dogs. Too. Yeah.
Yes, but Michigan outplayed them that day. They had a better game plan and everything. But Ohio State was a better team. So like, I don't know. Sometimes I get annoyed with fans. You know, rivalries are one thing. I get like you get bragging rights and everything, but sometimes it's better to, or not better to, but like sometimes you are the better team and you just lose, and that's
Yeah.
what sucks sometimes. I mean, Michigan State, Detroit Lions, Washington Commanders. Like
Right.
the Lions were the better team. We just didn't have a good day, and we got outplayed. We were the better team, Ben. We were the better team. We were 15-2.
With all the injuries,
Yes,
that's
we
what
were
I'm
we were
saying.
the
Like,
better team. We play them again. We don't give up a touchdown every drive.
Even without the injuries, they have their worst game of the year.
Yeah,
I would agree.
but I mean that's
I'm just
just
saying, like
then you have
the
to live
with
with
the
it.
injuries, that's where I
Yeah.
start to hesitate. Like I don't know, but kind of tie this back to the quarterbacks. I mean, you could put up better numbers, but that doesn't mean you're a better quarterback. You
hmm
might throw these slants to a
But
guy, and he does is all you get is rack
yeah,
or yak yards after catch, and there's this other guy who has maybe it's slightly lower completion percentage, lower yards, but he's able to move around a little bit in the pocket, hit the deep ball, find the people over the middle of the field, 20 yards downfield.
yep.
I don't know.
I
Be
mean,
like
it's
more of a
also
game
That
manager.
goes back to your. That goes back to last week where it's
yeah
like more talented
Monday
quarterback,
or
but might not
Tuesday.
have the production.
Yeah, it
Right.
goes both ways. Like you know, 100. If you're talking pure just skill of a quarterback, you probably take Peyton Manning over Tom Brady. You want to win a game, you pick Tom Brady over Peyton Manning. Like it's So it's both sides of that. Like some guys put up big numbers, but they might not win, or they might put up big numbers and they can't win because like the team just isn't good around them. So just because you put up better numbers doesn't mean you're the better quarterback. But then at the same time, just because you win doesn't mean you're better than the guy that put up better numbers that lost.
Right.
I mean, it's just football, and quarterback drives
Sports in general.
quarterback drives the team in football, but you need 11 guys to go one way to be able to be successful. Yeah, like you said, it goes with every sport. I mean, you're not
You
going
can
to.
also just have an off game too, like
Yep, 100%.
head to head.
Yeah. Kyle, what are your thoughts
Anyways, I
on?
thought I'd check in, see how y'all are doing.
You have any thoughts on Dave
Well,
Portnoy joining Fox or Big Noon Kickoff?
I hope it's entertaining, and I hope it's not all about Michigan, 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 like the frickin' road show that they have. Their college football show. I hope it's not all about Michigan. Like have some other like commentary and everything, but like I don't know. I think having Big Cat, just other personalities outside of Dave Portnoy on the show, it could be entertaining. I think it could be a good mix of both, and I think it's also good like if maybe some of the shows are on FS1 or something like that. It's just I think it'll be good all around, but. It just depends on how hamstrung they are with what they want to do when it comes to like the Barstool.
Mm-hmm. The two things on that. Number one, Dave is 100% going to be the Michigan guy because that's been his the last 4 years. That's who he's been. But
it's going to get old on national television real fast.
Yeah. But number two is Dave is the only one that's going to be on Big Noon. Unless he's not going to be there, it sounds like Big Cat will fill in for him. But it does sound like they might have they might cut away to Big Cat for a quick segment, for 2 minute, 3 minute thing or whatever. But in terms of on the desk and things, it sounds like it's just gonna be Dave when Dave's there. Then Big Cat will fill in. Then sounds like the 8 to 10 show that's Monday through Friday is gonna be a kind of like a PMT Barstool, unnamed show. Like it's gonna encompass. Sounds like it's gonna. Dave said if they want to talk Barstool, they'll talk Barstool. If they want to, but it's supposed to be sports centric, but they're not afraid to, talk about, what's going on in the Barstool world as well. So it'll be interesting. It'll be, something I guess you can listen to it while you're working or something like that. But yeah, it'll be
kind of smart because like YouTube only draws so many people or so many, a certain crowd, and at least you might hit another demographic too.
Well, it's funny how this came like full circle. Pat McAfee retires as punter to work at Barstool. He works at Barstool. Things behind the scenes to happen. Pat McAfee leaves Barstool, creates his own company. That company ends up signing with FanDuel and with ESPN. And now basically Fox Sports you know what? We kind of need someone like Pat McAfee. He draws in numbers. Let's do a daily show. Okay, we'll sign Barstool. So it's just kind of funny how Pat's not where he's at without Dave, and now Dave at this point doesn't have a Fox Sports show without Pat. So it's kind of funny how that all worked. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Oh, one more thing. I did hear Big Cat say that they're going to try and keep it how they are. They're not going to try and cater to, Fox Sports or the outside world. Like the whole point of them doing this is to be themselves and to not be another ESPN that, hammers the same points over and over and stuff like that. So we'll see where that goes. It doesn't sound like that's going to be a thing until closer to football season, which is rapidly approaching.
Yeah, one of the reasons Dave was always saying that they bought that he bought Barstool back was because there was no, for lack of a better term, like there's no HR, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, or now there's like there's no limitations to what they can do and say. Whereas when they were with Penn, there was a shit ton.
Mm-hmm.
So to like stay, without without upsetting any sponsors or stuff like that. So now, now you're back on like a major news network or show with Fox, and it's like, they have a boatload of sponsors too. So like, there's gonna be a line that they can't cross.
Yeah.
But it all depends on where that line is drawn in the sand
Yeah.
with Fox and what they're gonna allow. So my 2 cents, but
Yeah, I guess.
I'll let you two get back at it. I gotta go play some volleyball.
All
So
right. Good luck.
yeah,
Upset Spike.
have fun. See
All
y'all
right.
down the line.
That's right. See ya.
Do we know who's going to be on that daily show?
Dave is going to be doing Mondays, and then it sounds like it's going to be a cast of characters the other days. Some days it'll be Big Cat. It sounds like Big Cat will be have like a 1 day a week, kind of like Dave's on Monday, and then
Gotcha.
I'm sure Brandon will do a day. Those are kind of the three big sports guys.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure the other days people will fill in or whatever. It'll be interesting. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
weird without having a set people every day or not like the same person. I think it's going to be weird because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would there be, do you think anybody from New York is going to be on it?
No, it's going to be in Chicago.
Only
I'm
Chicago.
hoping and I pray that they're not going to be doing Zoom stuff. But the set is in Chicago.
Interesting.
So, also at the same time, I don't know who would really go in.
Right.
So
Frank the Tank.
yeah, Frank would be nice.
Imagine 2 hours of Frank the Tank talking Mets and Dolphins and
Yep,
Devils and all of
that'd be funny.
them.
Yeah, I don't know.
He'd
We'll
have to
see.
have he'd have to have a pair of glasses on set just for
Yep.
him
Hopefully
every day,
it's
new ones.
a new sports show that you can listen to and not get um the same stuff over and over and
Right.
you know the problem is like they're gonna say they want to do right and everything, but if say goes on for 3 years, after the first year they're gonna start hammering, you know, Alabama, Michigan, or like they're gonna talk about those guys. They're gonna talk about Dallas Cowboys. They're gonna talk the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's gonna just be the
Yeah.
same because that's what drives numbers, and everything's
Yeah.
numbers based. So now us
Yeah.
here, we'll always talk Detroit, except these
That's
days where
right.
it's the All Star break.
All-Star break.
We're not
I mean, we
changing.
still talk Detroit.
I know we technically yeah, but yeah. Let's see.
Um,
You got any other topics you can think of?
College football 25. How's your dynasty going?
College football 25. I haven't played in a while.
Or sorry,
Um,
26.
oh, 26. I haven't played it
Hey, we're
since.
in 2025. Sorry.
I don't think I've played it since Monday or something. So I haven't
Okay.
really. I'm still year two, undefeated. I beat Florida at Florida. I remember in year two. 3 or 4-0 going into like week 5 or 6.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm grinding. How about yours?
See, so I started off with Old Dominion, took them to the playoff my second year, and
Same.
then Georgia Tech came knocking. So they were 5-7 the prior year. So I decided to take that job, um, go down to Atlanta, get in the hotbed of Georgia for recruits. Yep, home of the Peach Bowl, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, Michigan State
Mm-hmm.
2021 champs. Um, practice there when we played in the Peach Bowl.
Yep.
Kind of drew me in for this position. um, first year, I think I made a bowl game, 8-5 maybe, and then got a 5-star quarterback this year. So
I got a
I think
big.
I played one game, so I'm in year 4 already. Um, but yeah, grinding, trying to find that elusive national championship.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard.
It's not easy.
Yep.
It's fun though so far. I don't want to play too much and get burnt out.
Yeah, I'll probably hop back into it soon, but just I don't know. It's football season's rapidly approaching. I just haven't got that itch yet, so I'm sure once it
Right.
kind of starts getting a little closer and closer, and it'll get there. Speaking of football, the Lions played this week or this month. Um,
Yep.
they came
Hall of
out
Fame game.
with a bunch of physically unable to perform list or something. Don't really know what that means. I know Taylor Decker was on
Okay.
it. I'm assuming that just means stuff for right now. It's not really like long term things or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. But and then Michigan State, they should start camping probably around the same time the Lions play. Right, end of July probably. I don't know what the new schedule is. We'd always start like the first week of August,
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure either.
but I thought they bumped it
Um,
up.
Back to the Lions real quick. So you said that about the unable
Pup.
to perform the pup list. Levi Onwuzurike is on that list. He's out for all of the preseason and the first 4 games of next year. Just a little. I saw that earlier today, and
Yeah, I
it's like,
just
oh
don't know what
no.
it.
But
I don't know exactly what all that means, but I did see something. Yeah, there's going to be like 3 players that are going to be out for the first, like the beginning of the year.
I think
And
Aleem McNeil is on
yep,
that as well.
he's one as well. And then there was one more, and I forget who it
Taylor
was.
Decker,
It wasn't him.
Khalil Dorsey, Miles Frazier, Malcolm Rodriguez,
Oh, it was him. That was the
Makai,
third one.
Makai Wingo.
Yep.
The third one?
The third one was it was
Malcolm
Runes.
Rodriguez?
Yeah, it was so Runes or whatever you said. I can't without it in front of me. I
Onwuzurike?
can't. Yeah, I can't say it. Um, and then McNeil, and then Rodriguez. Yeah. Yep.
Those are the ones that are out for
That's the
like
one that I saw. That
season
those are gonna
time.
miss the first 4 games or some miss time
Gotcha.
or whatever. But yeah, they
Gotcha.
should. We're 2 weeks away from the first game. They got to be. That's probably why they brought that up. They probably start practice
Yeah.
tomorrow or something.
Yeah. I mean, they gotta be soon.
We should probably know that, but I'll look it up.
While you're looking that up, before we
Oh,
started,
their training camp doesn't start till July 26th,
also have like a week.
according to this, anyways.
Interesting. Um,
Oh, it's the first open one.
uh, your beloved Steelers re-signed TJ Watt, 3 years, 123 million, highest paid non-QB in NFL history. I think that's a good move by the Steelers. Keep him around.
The
You can't
Lions
let
the Lions started their rookies were to report Wednesday yesterday at July 16th, and the veterans on Saturday, July 19th. But
okay,
yes, T.J. Watt signed a 3-year extension. Interesting because he's now the highest paid player. I'm assuming by
non-QB.
by year, not or like he's gonna get the most money in one year than any non-quarterback has gotten. And he had a
Wow.
down year last year, so it'll be interesting. Like he's at the end of his career. It's just funny
How does
how
he come
sometimes
back?
this works. Is like they work so hard.
You think
Um,
he's at the end of his career?
he's at the tail. He's definitely. I think he's past his like prime. He still can be very good, but I
He's only
think
30 years old.
okay, maybe I'm wrong. He had a down year last year. I know that. So
He
it'd be
did.
interesting.
Not
Also, he
for
also
him, it was a down year.
yes. Also, he has a decent amount of injuries, so
Yeah,
nothing
that's
like
true. I
I
mean,
don't know. Yeah,
Frank Reich, how old? 30
yeah.
as
So,
well, if that. So I mean, just because you're 30 doesn't mean that you're
mm-hmm.
not at the tail end of your career.
Yeah, that's right.
Um, Another contract that dropped before we started recording. Damian Lillard going back to the Trailblazers on a 3-year deal.
Yeah, but he'll be out a full next year, won't he? Didn't he
Uh,
tear his Achilles?
Probably, yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah. He's
So
also probably at the tail end of
Bucks,
his career. Or is that
oh
what you
for
said?
sure. Bucks got no, I didn't say that, but for sure, Bucks got rid of him and he goes and signs a 3-year, $42 million contract with the team that he started with.
Mm-hmm. Good for him.
Yep,
Garrett Wilson also re-signed with the Jets, or signed an extension, I should say.
yep,
Um, that's all really I know of the NFL.
yeah. I've heard Terry McLaurin might be a little unhappy at Washington because they haven't come to an extension yet.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's
Um,
multiple people like that around. I mean,
oh, for sure,
Alex Anzalone still
for
hasn't
sure.
signed an
He's
extension.
under
He's
contract
under
for this year,
contract,
right?
but
Yeah,
I doubt he
he might
shows
hold
up on
out.
Saturday.
Oh, speaking of holding out, I've I think it was 97-1. Your boy Jim Costa. Um, I think they were talking about how Tate Ratledge,
Oh yeah.
like, and all the second round picks are holding out for guaranteed money.
Mm-hmm.
His argument, his as in Costa, is like screw everybody else, pay your guy because he's going to be a starting O lineman this year most
Yeah.
likely. So, and then his counterpart was like, yeah, but now you're setting this precedent for every person that you draft that you're gonna get guaranteed money now. So it's a seesaw, really. Like, yeah, we really need them, but what precedent would that set?
Mm-hmm.
So I just wasn't sure kind of what your take is, your thoughts. What would you do if you're
Middleman Ryan likes to play both sides. I get
Switzerland?
why, like, football is a very violent sport. You know, the league makes billions of dollars and the players deserve their money. But at the same time, Tate Ratledge has not played a single down of NFL football. Why is he can sign his deal? Why should he be like guaranteed the money? But at the same time, you know, I don't know, it's
Are first round picks
the fan in
guaranteed?
me is like, I'm mad at all the people holding out because they haven't done anything, but they want like this guaranteed money. And it's like, you know, in normal jobs, like you don't really get a guaranteed money, or like, you know, you can get a signing bonus for something, but if you leave within 2 years, you got to give it back. So it's like the average, you know, or 90%
Average
of the people
Joe.
don't have that kind of thing. But at the same time, you know, sometimes being around, you know, players and stuff in the past, it's just like, you know, they're humans and, you know, they're trying to look out for what's right because next thing you know, first day of training camp, he can get rolled up on and his ACL is gone. Now he misses a whole year. Now he comes back and like he's not the same. And now instead of making $20 million, he might have made one. And one's still a
Yeah.
lot for the average person, but it's not
But
anywhere
now he
compared to 20 million. Like
doesn't
20
walk the
million,
same and
yeah, you're set for probably life. You know, if you invest in
yeah,
everything right.
should be.
1 million is with the fees and everything. It's a little more dicey. I mean, you still can be, you know, you're still well off at least for the short term. So I don't know. It's
Right.
tough. I don't know. Overall though, I lean more to my first instinct is like, dude, come on, like let's play some
Why?
football. You know, it's a game. Like let's
Yeah.
go. But I mean, it's a lot different though. I'd say for basketball and baseball because those aren't hard hitting sports. Like they kind of get treated
And
differently and like they hold out for
I
like
think
more. It's
both of
like, dude,
them,
you're not getting concussed every day like football and hockey players. Like, just sign the contract and go.
I think both of those, baseball and what was
Basketball.
the other one? Basketball. I think they're both fully guaranteed sports,
They might be. What is
which is
weird.
crazy.
But
And then
see
you look
this,
at the hockey contracts.
it kind of makes sense though, because you're a lot more likely to get injured in football and hockey. So it's like, why do I want to guarantee a contract if you're going to miss half the
If you're not
season?
going to play.
See, that's why
That's
that's the
also true.
ownership. That's the ownership's mentality. But
That's
as a
the
player,
business
you're
side
like,
of
I
it.
should get guaranteed money because I might be hurt and done. Like, I'm sacrificing my body. So
Yeah,
that's here we bring you all sides of the arguments. We don't just do one.
that's right. That's
But
right. All
yeah,
angles.
yeah. I mean, I think they're like inevitably gonna have to go to guaranteed contracts at some point. Like, that's just how it's gonna.
Yeah.
Everybody that signs one is gonna have a guaranteed contract. I mean, that's kind of how way like NIL works.
Yeah,
NIL,
true.
like you're supposed to get your money whether you play or whether you don't play.
Yeah.
So
Is that NIL or is that profit sharing?
no, it's the NIL. The NIL is supposed to be that because it's not supposed to be um, stats
It's
based
not
or
performance
performance
based.
based. It's supposed to be
It's
like if
based
you.
on your name, image, and
Yep.
likeness.
So
Should be
if you're
based on
worth
your name and likeness.
$200,000, they have to give you $200,000. That's the whole thing with the whole transfer thing is you're supposed to get that even if you transfer. Like, if you have a 4-year deal for 200,000 and it's 50,000 every year, well, um if you transfer after the first one, they have to give you that 50,000. Like, it's I don't
They
think they
have
have
to
to give
give
you
you
the
the.
full because it's per year, and if you're not at that school anymore, then
Okay.
but and they can't just say like, oh, you didn't stay for 4 years, you don't get the um
Yeah.
any of it or whatever. That's my understanding. Could be totally wrong, but who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to think what else is out there. I was gonna ask some more Michigan State questions, but just trying to get into college football. I'm thinking maybe we do that.
Wait. Closer.
Should we do it? Yeah, I'm trying to think because we could do like a more of a Michigan State / Michigan thing like now, and then do more of a preview of the Big Ten / college football as a whole. Closer. Kind of same thing with like the NFL. We could do like this is the this is what we think they're
AFC
going to
and
do,
NFC.
the schedule kind of thing. Talk more in depth about the Lions, and then do a whole NFL preview later on.
Yeah.
But maybe that's next week. Maybe we'll do a Michigan State thing. We'll see. We don't want to wait till too late because Tigers could be roaring, and we gotta spend more time talking about them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Maybe first week of August.
Yeah. After the trade
After
deadline,
so I was
sometime.
literally just thinking. But yeah, I
So
don't
that's
know.
coming into the next month.
Um, I had a question for you, but I forgot what it was. It was about Michigan State, but I saw that there's a chance that Michigan State's getting rid of Pepsi products and going to Coke.
Yeah. So I've seen that in the cafeterias they're getting rid of Pepsi
If they're
and they're
doing
doing
it there,
Coke.
they're probably doing it for
But
sports
yeah, I think so. They did just sign some new
deal.
concession
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah,
contractor. Um, but
which
I
is
think that's. I mean, hopefully it works out. But
it can't be
my
worse.
assumption is that you're right. It's a market leader, like one of the top
Yeah,
concession companies But I think its prices are going to go up. And I think there's going to be more novelty food items and
It's
stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, I don't really get if I get things. It's a hot dog
Hot dog, popcorn.
or it's really just a hot dog, a pop, maybe a drink, and then or like a a alcoholic drink, and then
Yeah.
either a beer or seltzer or the ice cream cookie. Like those, like I'm
Oh,
not.
that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I saw
Melting
that, but
Moments isn't going
yeah,
anywhere.
like I'm not going to the game to get a nacho supreme with
Yeah.
like or whatever. Like I'm just like if I'm, it's because I didn't have enough as a tailgate. I need a quick hot dog or I need a popcorn
Right.
or I want the ice cream cookie. Like those are the probably as in terms of food items, those are the only three things I would
Right.
get. Now my wife, on the other hand, she would get the pretzels. Those pretzels were the worst pretzels in the world. Not good. The nachos weren't
They're
bad
either
because
doughy or stale.
every time I tried it, it was stale. It was very, very stale. It was the worst thing in the world. The nachos weren't bad because they were just a bag of chips and cheese. Like
Yeah.
those don't get
You
stale
can't
because
mess that up.
yeah. But yeah,
The
more
cheese
of
is
this the
actually not
hot
bad.
dog or popcorn was
Yeah.
always stale too. I mean, they make it pregame,
Yeah.
then they just sell it the whole game. It's like, come on. And I get it, but at the same time, whatever. So if the prices go up, I don't really care. I mean, it hurts
Yeah.
does hurt. I mean, I care, but I'm not going there to
What's another dollar? You're not getting 4 hot dogs and
yeah.
3 pot. I mean, I doubt
The,
alcohol will
yeah.
go up.
The one thing I do have to say, I guess, college games are typically supposed to be or they're typically cheaper than like a pro game because you sit on bleachers. There's not as much like nuances in like the stadium, especially Spartan Stadium. It's literally just a stadium. There's not like trophy room and bunch of bars and stuff like Ford Field and all
Right.
that stuff. So it's like cheaper there. So when you do hurt the families that with the kids that want to go see a game and they want hot dogs and stuff. And next thing you know, you're spending $100 on like 7 things because the prices went up. So it does hurt them. I'm just speaking from me. It also it's 5 hours long. That doesn't help. So you're probably gonna need food at some
Yeah.
point or whatever. But speaking for me, I try not to like buy things when I'm in there except a pop and a popcorn, which is probably like 15
Right.
bucks. So it's whatever. But
Yeah. Well, then you get the people that tailgate maybe a little too hard, and they come in and oh, look at this! Look at
yeah,
this burger with all this stuff on it. Oh, look at
yeah,
that!
that's who
There's like
they're
a little Spartan head
yeah,
grilled into it.
yeah,
So
that's
they're
who they're
like, oh
catering
yeah,
to.
okay, exactly.
Yeah,
Not a bad business model,
no,
but
but yeah.
then yeah,
But the AD is from it, or was at Georgia Tech, so we might have some Coca-Cola connections. So that's what people were
ah,
thinking. That's possibly.
no, that had been like the
So does that mean we're getting rid of Gatorade?
whole cafeteria.
You're like cutting in and out.
No, Gatorade is
Owned by
Coca-Cola.
Pepsi. No, Gatorade's owned by Pepsi.
Powerade is Pepsi.
No,
Or is
Ben,
it the other way?
it's the other way. Gatorade's. We had Gatorade. We had Pepsi. Like
Yeah, true.
Powerade is Coke. I
Well,
know that. You're talking to
okay,
the
hold
drink
on.
master.
Hold on then, because I think our
They might not be exclusive.
cafeterias flipped to Pepsi then. Because on the Burnerverse, everyone was talking about, oh, there goes Blue Pow.
Yeah.
Like no more Blue
I think you're
Pow.
right. I think it was Coke when I was there. At least when I was there, it was Coke. I think you're right.
Yeah. So now I think that was around spring break, maybe.
Hmm.
That it came out, and
I was gonna
then
say
they
they
were gonna
definitely
make the
didn't do.
switch in the summer.
Maybe they're doing a flip flop for
And
everything.
then
Maybe they're going Pepsi for that, and then Coke for sporting events.
because I think there's like 2 different posts. One of
There's-
them's Coke, one of them's Pepsi.
yeah, but the Pepsi one, it was like a no face LinkedIn account. Like it was
Yeah,
like, is this really true?
yeah,
So who
I
knows? I
saw
don't
that
know.
too. I noticed that as well.
The world of
But
Spartan Stadium.
yeah, World of Michigan State.
Yep.
But
Um,
yeah,
got anything
hopefully we can
else?
get some upgrades to it.
My last thing.
You have a rant?
Do I want Spartan Stadium to get upgraded? Yeah, probably. But none of that stuff matters if you just win games. People like players do not go to the school because of a stadium or like the concourse. They like if you zoom out and you look at the stadium, everything's fine. The scoreboards are big enough. We have
Brand new
the
scoreboards this
yeah,
year.
but they're not bigger or smaller. They're the same one or like in terms of the actual size, I think they're the same.
Size.
But
Okay.
like you zoom out the one press box, it looks fine. Everything looks fine. People are mad about needing updates on I think the concourse and maybe like the outside of it. It's like I don't
Concourse
know.
and then the west side, like where the
Yeah,
garage doors
yeah.
are and all that.
But my thing is like
Is that
if you just win game, no one cares
east
about how
side?
good or bad your stadium is. Like it's just a stadium. If we win games, it doesn't matter. That's my
Mm-hmm.
big thing. Is like people like when you lose games, you have to talk about something. You have to complain about things. So if it's not
Yeah.
players, if it's not coaches, it's the stadium, and they think
Yep.
that people are going to want to come all of a sudden. Fans might want to,
Players
but players don't care.
players care more about the facility, like the
Yes,
practice facility,
yes,
more than they care about the stadium. As long as the locker room is fine and the field is fine and the atmosphere is
mm-hmm.
good, they couldn't care if you're sitting in stadium seats or if you're sitting in bleachers
Yep. And the atmosphere
or
will be
if the
fine,
concourse is from the 30s or if it's from the 2020s.
and the atmosphere will be fine, even if the concourse is bad. If we're winning,
Exactly.
yep.
Winning years everything.
I wouldn't mind if we did get a new practice facility. Not a new building, but a new indoor.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
it's a little outdated, but
it's just
I don't think that'll happen anytime
no, I
soon.
don't think they'd have to.
They would have done it during that
Yeah,
renovation, I
well, they'd
think.
also have to build a new one for them to go practice in
Yeah,
to redo this one.
yeah. Well, so I believe the plan was before COVID, they were going to make uh, a whole new facility, everything. I think it would have been by Mun, I think. Um, but then
Maybe across the street
like
from
they
one.
like
Mun's
in the
not big
grass.
enough. Mun is not big enough. I don't think. It might be. I don't know.
But then they would have obviously stayed there as it was being built, moved to this new facility, and then all of the other sports would have used what
The
is
old one.
Duffy Doherty right now, um, instead of having like baseball come in and
Mm-hmm.
use the indoor as there's players catching jugs. Like
Yeah.
like that way football has its own, and then all the other sports you guys can use this, book it however you want, but this is football's.
Yeah.
But then COVID came, and then money had to get the purse
Tighter.
strings got tight,
Yeah.
as they say. So had to had to settle for the Tom Izzo football bill
Yep.
remodel.
Champagne problems.
Yep.
But I don't know. Well, we'll put out a football preview at some point. Probably
Yeah.
4 different ones. One Michigan State centric, another college football / Big Ten centric, then a Lions centric one, and then an NFL centric one. So I'll look for those. Like we kind of said it at the end of that, or the conversation we talked about it was probably after the trade deadline, just because, hopefully we have some things to talk about going on coming up with the trade deadline for the MLB. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. You got anything
Well,
else?
yes. So because we won't talk to you till Tuesday, we got today as you're listening to this at Texas 8:05, 7:05. Both of those on your FanDuel Sports. Sunday the 20th, on ESPN with the Scooble start. And then Monday, start series in Pittsburgh. So flying from Texas to Pennsylvania, playing on Monday. And then
Wow,
we'll pick up the rest next time.
kind of screwing us with the Sunday night baseball game into a Monday game, Monday away game across country. Kind
Monday
of.
night.
Still, normally they try to give you those Sunday games and stuff,
Or,
the early game to get a little bit of a head start on the travel and everything. Just Detroit versus everybody.
yep.
See, I can do it. We finally get another Sunday night baseball game, and I find something to complain about, just like everybody else online. So,
Yep.
but yeah, hopefully Scooble can come out strong and get the boys
At least get us
ready
one
to go.
win.
Yep. Nah, Reese Olson's got it. He's going to get us a win. We're going to lose game 2, and then Scooble's going to shut him out. And I'm not saying we're going to win. He'll shut him out, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, true.
But, yeah, hopefully some good news next episode. And then, we made it through the tough stretch of the year where there's no sports on.
Yep. Home stretch until football season, too.
Yep. But
almost. I'd call August 1st the home stretch, but
well, that's all I got. You got anything else?
that's all I got.
All right. We will see you down the line.